The longer Alice Iphigenia traveled in the company of Kirth Gersen, the less certain she became that she understood his personality. His moods perplexed her. His behavior was a source of misgiving. His modesty and self-effacement, were they inversion, brooding cynicism? His careful politeness, could it be no more than a sinister camouflage? Such questions entered her mind with increasing frequency, no matter how staunchly she rejected them. On one occasion, the date was July 22nd, 1526, they sat on the Avente Esplanade in front of the Grand Rotunda. Gersen sought to explain the seeming contradictions of his character. There's really no mystery. I've been trained to a certain function. It's all I know. To justify the training, to fulfill my life, I exercise the function. It's as simple as that. Alice Iphigenia knew the general outlines of Gersen's past. The 5 demon princes, joining for the historic raid on Mount Pleasant, had destroyed or enslaved 5,000 men and women. Among the handful of survivors were Rolf Gersen and his young grandson. Alice Iphigenia realized that such an experience must alter anyone's life. Still, she herself had known tragedy and terror. "I am not changed," she told Gersen earnestly. "I feel neither rage nor hate." "My grandfather felt the rage and hate," said Gersen in rather a flippant tone of voice. "So far as I'm concerned, the hate is abstract." Alice Iphigenia became even more disturbed. "Are you then just a mechanism? This is mindlessness, to be the instrument of someone else's hate?" Gersen grinned. "That's not quite accurate. My grandfather trained me, or rather had me trained, and I am grateful to him. Without the training, I would be dead." "He must have been a terrible man, so to warp a child's mind." "He was a dedicated man," said Gersen. "He loved me and assumed I shared his dedication. I did, and I do." "But what of the future? Is revenge all you want from life?" "Revenge? I don't think so. I have only one life to live, and I know what I hope to achieve." "But why not try to achieve the same goals through a lawful agency? Isn't this a better way?" "There isn't any lawful agency. Only the IPCC, which isn't altogether effective." IPCC, Interworld Police Coordination Company, in theory a private organization, providing the local police systems of the Oecumene specialized consultation, a central information file, criminological laboratories. In practice, a supergovernmental agency occasionally functioning as law in itself. The company's stock is widely disseminated, and though yielding no great financial return, is much in demand. "Then why not bring the issues before the people of the concourse and the other important worlds? You have the energy, you have more than enough money. Isn't this better than killing men with your own hands?" Gersen had no rational counter-arguments. "These aren't my talents," he told her. "I work alone, at what I do best." "But you could learn." Gersen shook his head. "If I involve myself with words and harangues, I trap myself. I become futile." Alice Iphigenia rose to her feet. She walked to the balustrade, looked out across the thaumaturge ocean. Gersen studied the clear profile, the proud stance, as if he had never seen them before. The time was approaching when he must lose her, and everything that was easy and fresh and uncomplicated would leave his life. The breeze shifted her bright hair. She was looking down into the blue water, watching the shifting glints and planes of Rigel light. Gersen sighed, picked up a newspaper, morosely scanned the front page. "Cosmologist killed. Hyrcan Major attacks camping party." Gersen glanced at the text. Trovene, Phrygia, July 21st. Johann Strub, advocate of the star capture theory, which assigns the original parentage of the concourse worlds to Blue Companion, yesterday was set upon by an adult Hyrcan Major and almost instantly killed. Dr. Strube and several members of his family were exploring the Midas Mountains of Upper Phrygia and unwittingly crossed the elving platform of a king beast. Before others in his party were able to destroy the 8-foot ogre, Dr. Strube had suffered fatal blows. Dr. Strube is chiefly noted for his efforts to prove that Blue Companion and the 26 worlds of the Concourse were originally an independent system which wandered into the gravitational domain of Rigel. Such a circumstance would explain the disparity in the ages of the Concourse worlds and Rigel, a comparatively young star. Gersen looked up. Alice Iphigenia had not moved.